Voyager 1 has been humanity's most distant messenger for over 4 decades, traveling through the cosmic void at 38,000 miles per hour, and sending back data from regions no human has ever seen. But here's what will blow your mind. This 1970s spacecraft, built with less computing power than your smartphone, just detected something moving in interstellar space that has NASA scientists working around the clock to understand what they're looking at. The mysterious signal. Voyager 1 just sent back data that has NASA scientists working around the clock, and what they discovered 14 billion miles from Earth is keeping them awake at night. Deep in the cosmic void where no sunlight has touched anything for billions of years, something is moving with purpose and intelligence that defies every law of physics we understand. The signal first appeared as an anomaly in Voyager's plasma wave readings, a rhythmic pattern that shouldn't exist in the empty darkness between stars. But here's what's really unsettling. When scientists ran the data through every possible filter and diagnostic test, they realized this wasn't equipment failure or cosmic interference. This was something real, something structured, and something that seemed to be tracking Voyager's movement through space. The electromagnetic signature doesn't match any known celestial phenomenon, and its behavior patterns suggest a level of complexity that has researchers questioning everything they thought they knew about interstellar space. What makes this discovery even more extraordinary is that the signal appears to be responding to Voyager's presence, almost as if it recognizes the spacecraft as something foreign in its domain. For the first time in human history, we may have encountered something in the depths of space that operates by rules we haven't discovered yet, and it's been watching us from the shadows of the cosmos. Voyager's journey beyond the planets. Right now, as you're watching this video, there's a piece of human technology hurtling through absolute darkness at 38,000 miles per hour, farther from home than any object in human history. Voyager 1 crossed the boundary into interstellar space in 2012, becoming humanity's first ambassador to the galaxy beyond our solar system. But here's what most people don't realize. This region was supposed to be cosmic wasteland, a barren void containing nothing but scattered hydrogen atoms and ancient starlight. Instead, Voyager has been sending back data that's completely rewriting our understanding of what exists in the space between stars. The spacecraft is now over 14 billion miles from Earth, traveling through a realm where our sun appears as just another faint star and temperatures hover mere degrees above absolute zero. This is a place where radio signals from Earth take over 22 hours to reach Voyager, and every piece of data it sends back is like a message from another dimension. What makes this journey even more remarkable is that Voyager was never designed to survive this long or travel this far. It was built for a 4-year mission to Jupiter and Saturn. Yet here it is, decades later, exploring the cosmic frontier and discovering that interstellar space is far more dynamic and mysterious than we ever imagined, setting the stage for encounters that challenge everything we thought we knew about the universe. Unexpected movement detected. Something is defying the laws of physics in the coldest, emptiest region of space, and it's moving in ways that have scientists questioning everything they thought they knew about how objects behave in the cosmic void. The movement Voyager detected wasn't the predictable drift of space debris or the gravitational dance of celestial bodies. This was something actively changing course, accelerating and decelerating with patterns that looked disturbingly intentional. When the data first arrived at Mission Control, engineers thought they were looking at corrupted telemetry because objects simply don't behave this way in interstellar space. But after months of analysis and verification, they realized they were witnessing something unprecedented, an object that seemed to be making deliberate course corrections billions of miles from the nearest star. The movement patterns showed periodic velocity changes that couldn't be explained by solar wind, magnetic fields, or gravitational influences from distant stars. What's even more unsettling is that the object appeared to be adjusting its trajectory in response to Voyager's approach, almost as if it was aware of the spacecraft's presence and reacting accordingly. Scientists have run the data through every known model of celestial mechanics, and nothing comes close to explaining what they're seeing. This isn't random motion or natural orbital mechanics. This is controlled movement in a region of space where nothing should be able to control anything, challenging our fundamental understanding of what's possible in the vast emptiness between stars. Not a planet, not a comet. Every single explanation in our cosmic playbook has been crossed off the list, and what remains is something that shouldn't exist according to everything we know about space. Scientists have spent months systematically eliminating every possible conventional explanation for this mysterious object, and each elimination has only deepened the mystery. Planets don't roam freely through interstellar space, and even the rare rogue planets that get ejected from their star systems follow predictable gravitational trajectories that this object completely ignores. Comets are ruled out because they develop distinctive tails and comas when exposed to stellar radiation. But there are no stars within light years of this object's position to trigger such activity. The spectral analysis shows none of the rocky signatures we'd expect from an asteroid, and its complex movement patterns are far too sophisticated for a simple chunk of space debris drifting through the void. Even exotic celestial bodies like brown dwarfs, neutron stars, and white dwarfs have been eliminated because this object doesn't emit the characteristic radiation signatures that would identify it as any known type of stellar remnant. What's left is something that behaves unlike any natural phenomenon we've cataloged in our centuries of astronomical observation. The object's ability to change course, its apparent awareness of Voyager's presence, and its structured movement patterns have pushed scientists into uncharted territory where conventional astrophysics offers no answers, forcing them to consider possibilities that challenge the very foundations of what we believe exists in the cosmos. Theories behind the movement. The world's leading astrophysicists are proposing theories that sound more like science fiction than peer-reviewed research, and that alone should tell you how extraordinary this discovery really is. One of the most compelling hypotheses suggests we might be witnessing our first direct encounter with dark matter structures that interact with normal matter in ways we never predicted, creating movement patterns that appear almost biological in their complexity. Another theory proposes that this object represents evidence of exotic physics operating on scales we've never observed before, possibly involving magnetic field interactions or quantum effects that only manifest in the extreme conditions of interstellar space. Some researchers have suggested we might be looking at a completely new type of celestial body formed by processes that don't exist anywhere in our solar system, perhaps created by the collision of cosmic phenomena we haven't discovered yet. The most controversial theory, whispered in academic circles but rarely published, is that we might be observing technology of non-terrestrial origin, something that operates by principles we haven't mastered or even understood. What makes this theory particularly unsettling is that the object's behavior patterns show characteristics that some researchers find impossible to explain through any known natural phenomenon. The structured movement, the apparent responsiveness to Voyager's presence, and the sophisticated course corrections all point to something that operates with a level of complexity that challenges our understanding of what's possible in the vast emptiness between stars. Voyager's instruments and their role. 47-year-old technology designed during the Nixon administration is currently making the most groundbreaking discovery in human history. And the irony isn't lost on the scientists analyzing the data streaming back from the edge of known space. Voyager's scientific instruments, built with 1970s computing power that's millions of times less sophisticated than your smartphone, have somehow become humanity's most advanced deep space detective system. The plasma wave instrument has been crucial in detecting the electromagnetic signatures that seem to pulse in rhythm with the mysterious object's movements, creating patterns that resemble communication more than random cosmic noise. Meanwhile, the magnetometer has revealed magnetic field fluctuations that correlate perfectly with the object's position changes, suggesting it's either generating its own magnetic field or manipulating the existing interstellar medium in ways we've never observed. Most remarkably, the cosmic ray detector has shown that this object is somehow creating a shadow in the cosmic radiation background, deflecting high-energy particles in a manner that suggests it has mass and structure far beyond what its other signatures would indicate. These instruments weren't designed to detect artificial objects or analyze unknown phenomena. They were built to study planets and measure solar wind. Yet they're providing us with data about something that operates by rules we haven't discovered, proving that sometimes the most extraordinary discoveries come from tools we never expected to make them. The distance and speed of the object. At this very moment, something is racing through the cosmic void at speeds that would make our fastest rockets look like they're standing still. operating in a region of space so remote that light from our sun becomes just another dim star in an ocean of darkness. The object was first detected when it was approximately 500 million miles from Voyager 1, which means it's functioning in a zone where the nearest star system is still over 4 light-years away, a distance so vast that even traveling at the speed of light, it would take 4 years to reach the closest stellar neighbor. What's absolutely mind-blowing is that this object has been clocked moving at roughly 26,000 miles per hour, relative to Voyager's position. But here's where it gets really weird. That speed isn't constant. The object has been observed accelerating and decelerating in patterns that suggest it's not just drifting through space like a piece of cosmic debris. To put this in perspective, even our most advanced spacecraft would require tens of thousands of years to cover the distances this mysterious object has traveled. Yet it's doing so while making controlled course corrections that defy everything we know about how objects move through interstellar space. The fact that something can demonstrate such apparent control over its movement at these incomprehensible distances and speeds raises profound questions about what we're actually witnessing in the deepest, darkest corners of our galaxy. Why scientists are intrigued. The most brilliant minds in astrophysics are losing sleep over data that's honestly forcing them to question 40 years of established science. Some are even privately admitting they might need to rewrite the textbooks on what actually exists in interstellar space. This discovery isn't just another interesting anomaly that scientists can, file away and study later. It's actively challenging fundamental assumptions about the very nature of the cosmos that have guided space exploration for decades. For generations, we've operated under the comfortable assumption that the vast regions between stars are basically empty highways, where objects follow predictable paths governed by well-understood gravitational forces. But this mysterious object is behaving like it has its own agenda, moving with a kind of purpose and intelligence that suggests interstellar space might be way more populated and active than we ever dared to imagine. What's really keeping researchers awake at night is the realization that if one object like this exists, there could be thousands or even millions of similar phenomena operating in the cosmic shadows, completely undetected by our Earth-based telescopes. The implications here are just staggering. We might be living in a universe that's absolutely teeming with activity we've never noticed, surrounded by phenomena that operate by physical laws we haven't even discovered yet. This single detection has opened a door to possibilities that range from revolutionary physics to, honestly, the unsettling prospect that we're not alone in ways we never considered, fundamentally changing how we view our place in the cosmic order. Potential implications for space exploration. The discovery that's currently sitting on classified desks at NASA headquarters could, completely revolutionize how we design spacecraft and plan missions to the stars. The implications are so profound that space agencies around the world are quietly restructuring their long-term exploration strategies. If this mysterious object represents a new category of interstellar phenomena, it means that the space between stars is far more complex and potentially hazardous than we've been preparing for, forcing engineers to totally rethink how future deep space probes will navigate and survive in regions we thought were predictably empty. The object's apparent ability to manipulate its environment and respond to external stimuli suggests that interstellar space might contain active systems that could either help or hinder human exploration efforts in ways we never really anticipated. From a technological standpoint, understanding the physics behind this object's movement capabilities could unlock propulsion concepts that would make our current rocket technology look, honestly, pretty primitive, potentially reducing interstellar travel times from tens of thousands of years to mere decades. Even more intriguing is the possibility that this discovery could lead to breakthroughs in energy manipulation and field generation that would revolutionize not just space travel, but technology here on Earth as well. The fact that we stumbled upon this phenomenon by accident just highlights how much we still don't know about our cosmic neighborhood, suggesting that future missions equipped with more advanced detection systems might encounter similar objects regularly, fundamentally changing our approach to exploring the galaxy and our understanding of what's possible in the vast ocean of space surrounding our solar system. What could it really be? After exhausting every conventional explanation and running the data through every known model of physics, we're left staring at 3 possibilities that would each, honestly, fundamentally change humanity's understanding of our place in the universe. The most conservative scientific explanation suggests we've discovered a completely new type of interstellar object. Maybe a category of celestial body formed by exotic processes that don't exist anywhere in our solar system, operating by physical laws we haven't identified yet. A more radical possibility is that we're witnessing our first direct encounter with dark matter structures that can interact with normal matter in ways our current theories never predicted, creating organized movement patterns that appear almost alive in their complexity. But here's the explanation that's being whispered in research facilities around the world. The one that keeps appearing in classified reports. Despite scientists' reluctance to discuss it publicly, we might be observing technology of non-human origin. The object's structured movement patterns, its apparent responsiveness to Voyager's presence, and its ability to make controlled course corrections in the vast emptiness of interstellar space, all point to something that operates with a level of sophistication that, honestly, challenges every assumption we've made about what exists in the cosmic void. Regardless of which explanation proves correct, this discovery represents a watershed moment in human history. The moment we realize that the universe is far stranger, more populated, and more mysterious than we ever dared to imagine, forcing us to confront the possibility that we're not alone in ways we never considered. So there you have it, Voyager's incredible discovery that's honestly challenging everything we thought we knew about interstellar space. Whether this mysterious object represents unknown physics, a new type of celestial phenomenon, or something even more extraordinary, one thing is certain: we're living through a moment of genuine cosmic mystery. What's your theory on what this object could be? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I really love hearing your perspectives on these space mysteries. If you enjoyed diving into this cosmic puzzle, make sure to subscribe to Simply Science and hit that bell icon so you never miss our latest discoveries from the final frontier. Thanks for exploring the universe with us. Bill Nye's latest findings from Voyager 1 reveal something that's honestly keeping NASA scientists awake at night. Here's a mind-bending fact for you. Light from our sun takes over 22 hours to reach Voyager 1's current position. That's just how far this tiny probe has traveled into the unknown. But what it's discovering out there isn't the peaceful emptiness we expected. Instead, Voyager 1 is detecting massive energy storms that shouldn't even exist, plasma waves that could totally obliterate future spacecraft, and magnetic chaos that, well, completely defies our understanding of physics. The question isn't really what's out there anymore. It's whether we're actually prepared for what's waiting in the darkness. The epic journey of Voyager 1. What if I told you that right now as you're watching this video there's a tiny spacecraft hurtling through the darkness of space at 38,000 miles per hour, carrying humanity's message to the stars? Voyager 1 isn't just any ordinary space probe, it's our species' greatest ambassador to the cosmos, and it's been on an incredible journey that started when your parents were probably jamming to disco music back in 1977. This remarkable piece of human engineering has traveled an absolutely mind-boggling 14 billion miles from Earth, making it the most distant human-made object in existence. Think about that for a second. 14 billion miles. That's so far that if you could drive there in a car going highway speeds, it would take you over 17 million years to reach it. What began as a simple mission to snap some photos of Jupiter and Saturn has evolved into something far more extraordinary. Voyager 1 has become our first interstellar explorer, crossing the boundary of our solar system in 2012 and venturing into the mysterious realm between the stars. Every single day, this incredible machine continues to beam back data from the edge of known space, revealing secrets about the universe that we never even knew existed. The fact that this 45-year-old spacecraft is still functioning perfectly in the harshest environment imaginable is nothing short of miraculous, and what it's discovering out there is about to blow your mind completely. The terrifying discovery that changed everything. Scientists are calling it the most unsettling space discovery in decades, and when Bill Nye uses the word terrifying to describe something from space, you know it's serious. After 45 years of silent travel through the cosmos, Voyager 1 has stumbled upon something in the depths of interstellar space that's making even the most seasoned astronomers lose sleep at night. This isn't your typical wow, look at this cool space rock kind of discovery. We're talking about findings that are fundamentally challenging everything we thought we understood about the universe beyond our solar system. The data streaming back from this ancient spacecraft is revealing that interstellar space isn't the peaceful, empty void we always assumed it would be. Instead, Voyager 1 has encountered phenomena so unexpected and potentially dangerous that it's forcing scientists to completely rewrite the textbooks on space exploration. What's particularly chilling is that these discoveries suggest the space between stars might be actively hostile to any form of life or technology that dares to venture into it. The implications are staggering because if these findings hold true, they could mean that humanity's dreams of reaching other star systems might be far more dangerous and complicated than we ever imagined. Bill Nye's concern isn't just academic curiosity, it's a genuine warning about what awaits us in the vast darkness between worlds, and why these revelations from our most distant explorers should make us both amazed and deeply concerned about our cosmic future. Mysterious magnetic field anomalies. Something is seriously wrong with the magnetic fields in deep space, and what Voyager 1 is detecting out there should terrify anyone who dreams of interstellar travel. The spacecraft has encountered magnetic field fluctuations so bizarre and unpredictable that they're completely defying every theoretical model we've built over decades of space research. We're not talking about minor variations here. These are dramatic, violent shifts in magnetic field strength and direction that are happening in patterns that make absolutely no sense according to our current understanding of physics. The magnetic environment that Voyager 1 is navigating through is like a cosmic storm that never ends, with field lines twisting and writhing in ways that suggest interstellar space is far more chaotic and turbulent than we ever dared to consider. What makes this discovery particularly alarming is that these magnetic anomalies could have devastating effects on any future spacecraft attempting to make the journey between stars. Magnetic fields control everything from cosmic radiation flow to the behavior of charged particles. And if we can't predict or understand these field patterns, we can't protect our technology or potential human crews from their effects. The implications are staggering because these findings suggest that the space between stars isn't just empty darkness, it's an active, dynamic environment filled with invisible forces that could tear apart any unprepared vessel. Voyager 1's instruments are essentially screaming back to Earth that interstellar space is nothing like the calm, predictable void we thought we'd find out there. The cosmic ray radiation surge. Your smartphone would be fried within seconds, and a human body would be cooked from the inside out. That's, the reality of what Voyager 1 is experiencing right now in the radiation-soaked nightmare of interstellar space. The spacecraft has detected a terrifying surge in cosmic ray radiation that's bombarding it at levels so intense they're completely rewriting our understanding of what lies beyond our solar system's protective bubble. These aren't just ordinary space particles we're talking about. These are high-energy cosmic bullets traveling at nearly the speed of light, packing enough punch to destroy DNA, fry electronic circuits, and turn any unprotected material into radioactive waste. What's absolutely chilling is that the radiation levels Voyager 1 is measuring are exponentially higher than anything our most pessimistic models predicted, creating a cosmic shooting gallery that would be instantly lethal to any living creature foolish enough to venture into it. The implications for future space exploration are downright terrifying because our current shielding technologies would be about as effective as tissue paper against this interstellar radiation storm. Every second that Voyager 1 spends in this hostile environment, it's being pelted by millions of these cosmic projectiles, and the fact that it's still functioning is nothing short of miraculous. This discovery means that the space between stars isn't just empty and cold. It's actively trying to destroy anything that dares to enter it, turning humanity's dreams of interstellar travel into a potential suicide mission that we're nowhere near prepared to attempt. Implications for future space exploration. Every science fiction movie about interstellar travel just became a horror story, and Voyager 1's discoveries are essentially telling us that our dreams of reaching other stars might be nothing more than elaborate plans for cosmic suicide missions. The combination of unpredictable magnetic field chaos and lethal radiation bombardment that our lone spacecraft is encountering out there paints an absolutely terrifying picture for any future human attempts to leave our solar system. Current spacecraft shielding technology, which we thought was pretty impressive, would be completely useless against the interstellar environment that Voyager 1 is revealing. It would be like trying to stop a machine gun with a paper umbrella. The magnetic field anomalies alone could send any navigation system into complete chaos, while the cosmic ray radiation would slowly cook any crew members from the inside out, turning what should be humanity's greatest adventure into a prolonged death sentence. Even our most advanced robotic missions would face catastrophic challenges in this hostile environment, with electronic systems failing left and right under the relentless assault of high-energy particles. What's particularly disturbing is that these discoveries are forcing engineers and scientists to completely rethink every aspect of interstellar mission design, from propulsion systems to life support to communication arrays. The space between stars isn't just vast and empty, it's actively trying to destroy anything that enters it, which means that reaching another star system might require technological breakthroughs we haven't even begun to develop yet, making interstellar exploration far more dangerous and complex than our wildest nightmares ever suggested. Voyager 1's aging but resilient instruments. How is a 45-year-old piece of technology that's older than the internet still sending back data that's revolutionizing our understanding of the universe? Voyager 1's instruments are performing what can only be described as the most incredible feat of engineering endurance in human history, continuing to function flawlessly in an environment so hostile that it would instantly destroy any modern smartphone or computer. These sensors were designed in the 1970s using technology that's practically ancient by today's standards. We're talking about equipment that has less computing power than a basic calculator, yet it's still detecting and measuring phenomena that our most advanced, Earth-based instruments could never hope to encounter. The spacecraft is operating in conditions that would make Antarctica look like a tropical paradise, enduring temperatures hundreds of degrees below zero, while being constantly bombarded by cosmic radiation that would fry any unprotected electronics in seconds. What makes this even more remarkable is that every piece of data Voyager 1 sends back to Earth takes over 22 hours to reach us, traveling across billions of miles of empty space at the speed of light. The fact that these decades-old instruments are not only surviving but thriving in the harshest environment imaginable is a testament to human ingenuity and our relentless drive to explore the unknown. Every signal we receive from this ancient explorer represents a triumph of engineering that's allowing us to peer into cosmic mysteries we never even knew existed, proving that sometimes the old ways of doing things are exactly what we need to unlock the universe's deepest secrets. Redefining our understanding of interstellar space. Everything we thought we knew about the space between stars was completely wrong, and Voyager 1's shocking discoveries are forcing scientists to throw decades of research straight into the trash can. Instead of finding the peaceful, empty cosmic highway that textbooks have been describing for generations, our intrepid spacecraft has stumbled into what can only be described as a turbulent ocean of chaos and violence that's rewriting the fundamental laws of astrophysics. The interstellar medium isn't the calm, predictable void we expected, it's a dynamic battlefield where invisible forces clash in ways that make absolutely no sense according to our current understanding of how the universe should work. Scientists are literally going back to the drawing board, questioning basic assumptions about galactic structure, stellar formation, and the very nature of space itself, because Voyager 1's data is revealing phenomena that shouldn't exist according to our models. This discovery is opening up entirely new fields of research that we didn't even know we needed, forcing astronomers to ask questions they never thought to consider before. The implications are staggering, because if we've been this wrong about something as fundamental as interstellar space, what else have we completely misunderstood about our cosmic neighborhood? Every new data packet from Voyager 1 is essentially telling us that the universe is far stranger, more complex and more dangerous than we ever dared to comprehend, turning our confident scientific theories into educated guesses that need complete reconstruction from the ground up. The heliosphere boundary mystery. There's an invisible war happening at the edge of our solar system right now, and Voyager 1 has just sent back battle reports that are making scientists question everything they thought they knew about our cosmic neighborhood's defenses. The boundary between our solar system and interstellar space, known as the heliopause, isn't the simple, clean border we always assumed it would be, but rather a chaotic battleground where our sun's influence clashes violently with the alien forces of deep space. Voyager 1's instruments are detecting bizarre structures and phenomena at this cosmic frontier that suggest our sun's protective bubble extends much further than we ever imagined, while simultaneously revealing that the interstellar medium is actively pushing back against our solar system like an invading army trying to breach our defenses. The heliopause is turning out to be a dynamic, constantly shifting boundary that's more like a cosmic stormfront than the peaceful transition zone scientists expected to find. What's particularly unsettling is that this boundary appears to be fluctuating and changing in real time, with the interstellar medium sometimes advancing deeper into our solar system's territory and other times retreating under the sun's influence. These discoveries are revealing that our solar system isn't just floating peacefully through space. It's engaged in an ongoing cosmic struggle with the hostile environment beyond, and the outcome of this battle could determine whether our protective heliosphere remains strong enough to shield us from the deadly radiation and chaos that Voyager 1 is encountering in the depths of interstellar space. Bill Nye's call for scientific wonder and concern. When one of the most trusted voices in science education starts using words like terrifying to describe space discoveries, you know we're dealing with something that goes far beyond typical scientific curiosity. Bill Nye isn't just throwing around dramatic language for clicks. He's genuinely concerned about what Voyager 1's findings mean for humanity's future among the stars, while simultaneously celebrating the incredible power of human curiosity that made these discoveries possible in the first place. His perspective on these revelations is particularly compelling because he's spent decades making complex scientific concepts accessible to millions of people, and now he's faced with the challenge of explaining discoveries that are both awe-inspiring and deeply unsettling. Nye emphasizes that while these findings about interstellar space's hostile nature are genuinely frightening for anyone dreaming of Star Trek-style space exploration, they also represent the absolute pinnacle of human scientific achievement and our relentless drive to understand the universe around us. He argues that these terrifying discoveries shouldn't discourage us from exploring space, but rather inspire us to ask bigger questions, develop revolutionary technologies, and approach the cosmos with both profound wonder and healthy respect for its incredible complexity and potential dangers. What makes Nye's perspective so valuable is his ability to balance scientific excitement with practical concern, reminding us that every great discovery in human history has initially seemed impossible or frightening, but ultimately led to breakthroughs that expanded our understanding and capabilities in ways we never thought possible. What the future holds for deep space discovery. Right now, billions of miles away in the cosmic darkness, Voyager 1 is racing toward discoveries that could completely change everything we think we know about the universe, and we might only have a few more years to receive these mind-blowing revelations. As this incredible spacecraft continues its lonely journey into the unknown depths of interstellar space, scientists around the world are holding their breath, eagerly awaiting the next batch of data that could revolutionize our understanding of what lies beyond our solar system's protective boundaries. The clock is ticking because Voyager 1's power supply is gradually weakening, and engineers estimate that the spacecraft will only have enough energy to operate some of its most crucial instruments until around 2025. Meaning we're potentially in the final countdown to receive humanity's last direct communications from the edge of known space. What makes this race against time even more exciting is that these groundbreaking findings are already influencing how we design future deep space missions, forcing engineers to develop entirely new technologies that can survive in the harsh, radiation-soaked environment that Voyager 1 has revealed. The spacecraft's terrifying discoveries about magnetic field chaos and cosmic ray bombardment are challenging scientists to create revolutionary shielding systems, navigation technologies, and communication arrays that can function in conditions far more hostile than we ever imagined. Every day that Voyager 1 continues to transmit data brings us closer to unlocking cosmic secrets that could reshape our entire approach to space exploration and our understanding of humanity's place in this vast, dangerous, and utterly fascinating universe. And there you have it. Voyager 1's incredible journey continues to reveal the universe's most mind-bending secrets. The cosmos is far stranger and more dangerous than we ever imagined, but that's exactly what makes space exploration so fascinating. If these cosmic discoveries blew your mind as much as they did mine, make sure to hit that bell icon so you never miss our latest space revelations. Don't forget to subscribe to Simply Science for more incredible discoveries that will change how you see the universe. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these Voyager 1 findings shocked you the most. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of science. Something just shook the moon's core, and renowned physicist Michio Kaku is sounding the alarm. When Kaku warns that this seismic anomaly could destabilize the entire Earth-Moon system, you know we're dealing with something extraordinary. Here's the mind-blowing truth. The moon's core reaches temperatures of 1,500 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt copper instantly. Yet scientists believed it was completely dead for billions of years. This discovery doesn't just challenge our understanding of planetary death and rebirth, it suggests we might be witnessing the beginning of a cosmic transformation. But did you know the moon has been ringing like a bell for over 50 years? The mysterious seismic signal. Something just shook the moon, and it wasn't supposed to happen. Deep beneath the lunar surface, instruments detected a seismic signal so unusual that it sent shockwaves through the scientific community faster than the tremor itself traveled through moon rock. This wasn't your typical moonquake that scientists have been tracking for decades. This was different, deeper, and coming from a place that should have been completely silent: the moon's core. The signal appeared on monitoring equipment as a low-frequency rumble that lasted for several minutes, originating from depths that haven't shown activity in billions of years. What makes this discovery absolutely mind-blowing is that the moon's core was thought to be cold and dead, like a frozen heart that stopped beating eons ago. But this seismic signature suggests something is stirring down there, something that challenges everything we thought we knew about our celestial companion. The data shows energy patterns that don't match any previously recorded lunar seismic activity. Unlike surface impacts from meteorites or shallow moonquakes caused by Earth's gravitational pull, this signal came from the moon's innermost layers, a region that should be as quiet as a tomb. Scientists are calling it an anomaly that defies current understanding of lunar geology, and the implications are staggering. If the moon's core is showing signs of activity after billions of years of dormancy, we might need to completely rewrite the textbooks on how planetary bodies evolve and die. Michio Kaku's warning. When one of the world's most brilliant physicists issues a warning about space, you listen. Michio Kaku, the theoretical physicist who's been predicting the future of science for decades, didn't mince words when he learned about the lunar seismic anomaly. His warning wasn't delivered in the calm, measured tone we're used to hearing from scientists. This was urgent, almost alarmed. Kaku emphasized that this seismic activity represents something far more significant than a simple geological curiosity, calling it a potential harbinger of changes that could affect the entire Earth-Moon system. According to Kaku, the timing of this core activity is what makes it particularly concerning. The moon has been geologically dead for billions of years, so why is it suddenly showing signs of internal movement now? His analysis suggests that this isn't an isolated event but possibly the beginning of a larger pattern of lunar instability. Kaku pointed out that any significant changes in the moon's internal structure could have cascading effects on Earth's tides, rotation, and even our planet's magnetic field stability. What makes Kaku's warning even more chilling is his track record of accurate predictions about cosmic phenomena. This is the same scientist who correctly forecasted advances in quantum computing and space exploration decades before they happened. When he says we need to take this lunar seismic activity seriously, it's not just academic speculation. It's a call to action based on deep understanding of planetary physics and the delicate gravitational dance between Earth and its only natural satellite. What we know about the moon's core. The moon is hiding a secret that would make even the most seasoned astronaut's jaw drop. Buried beneath 1,700 kilometers of solid rock lies a molten iron core that's roughly the size of Pluto, spinning in complete darkness and generating its own magnetic field. This isn't the cold, lifeless chunk of rock that most people think they know. The moon's core is a blazing furnace reaching temperatures of over 1,500 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt copper instantly. For decades, scientists believed this inner fire had long since died out, leaving behind nothing but a frozen metallic heart. The lunar core consists of two distinct layers, a solid inner core made of pure iron surrounded by a liquid outer core that's constantly in motion. This liquid metal ocean creates electrical currents that generate magnetic fields, though much weaker than Earth's protective magnetic shield. What's absolutely fascinating is that this core makes up only about 20% of the moon's total radius, making it proportionally much smaller than Earth's core. Yet despite its size, this hidden furnace has been silently influencing the moon's behavior for billions of years. Recent seismic data has revealed that this core isn't as dormant as we once thought. The boundary between the solid and liquid layers shows signs of complex interactions, with convection currents that could explain mysterious magnetic anomalies detected on the lunar surface. Understanding this core structure is crucial because any changes in its behavior could fundamentally alter the moon's gravitational influence on Earth, potentially affecting everything from ocean tides to the length of our days. Previous lunar seismic activity. So, the moon has actually been shaking like a leaf for over 50 years, and we're just now realizing how, truly terrifying that is. Since the Apollo missions first placed seismometers on the lunar surface back in 1969, scientists have recorded thousands of moonquakes that reveal our satellite is far from the peaceful, silent world we once believed it to be. These aren't gentle tremors either. Some lunar earthquakes have lasted for over 10 minutes and reached magnitudes that would cause serious damage here on Earth. The most shocking discovery is that these quakes follow patterns that seem almost alive, pulsing with the rhythm of Earth's gravitational pull, like a cosmic heartbeat that never stops. What really makes these historical moonquakes absolutely mind-bending is their duration and intensity. While earthquakes on Earth typically last seconds or minutes, lunar seismic events can just keep going for hours because the moon lacks water and atmosphere to dampen the vibrations. The rock literally rings like a bell, creating reverberations that travel across the entire lunar surface. Apollo astronauts even reported feeling these tremors through their boots, describing the sensation as standing on a giant drum that someone was continuously striking from the inside. Maybe the most disturbing aspect of this seismic history is the discovery of deep moonquakes occurring at depths of 700 kilometers, right at the boundary between the moon's mantle and core. These deep tremors happen in monthly cycles, perfectly synchronized with the moon's closest approach to Earth. Scientists now realize that our planet's gravity is literally tearing the moon apart from the inside, creating stress fractures that have been building for billions of years and may finally be reaching a critical breaking point. The implications of this discovery. This discovery could, honestly, rewrite everything we thought we knew about planetary death and rebirth. The implications of seismic activity in the moon's supposedly dead core are staggering beyond comprehension, potentially signaling that celestial bodies don't just die and remain frozen forever, as scientists have long believed. If the moon's core is showing signs of renewed activity after billions of years of dormancy, it suggests that planetary systems might operate on cycles we've never really understood, cycles that could span geological epochs and fundamentally challenge our models of how worlds evolve and expire. The most terrifying implication is what this means for Earth's future stability. The moon acts as our planet's cosmic anchor, stabilizing our axial tilt and maintaining the regular rhythm of tides that have shaped life for millions of years. Any significant changes in the moon's internal structure could destabilize this delicate gravitational relationship, potentially causing Earth's rotation to wobble unpredictably. That could trigger dramatic climate shifts, alter ocean currents, and even affect the length of our days in ways that would make current climate change look like a minor inconvenience. Perhaps most unsettling is the possibility that this lunar core activity represents the early stages of a much larger cosmic event. Some scientists are now questioning whether similar dead cores throughout our solar system might also be showing signs of unexpected activity. If planetary cores can spontaneously reactivate after billions of years, it means our understanding of planetary life cycles is fundamentally flawed, and honestly, we might be living through the beginning of a solar system-wide transformation that could reshape everything we know about our cosmic neighborhood. How scientists detected this signal. The technology that caught this lunar anomaly is so sensitive it can detect a butterfly landing on the moon. Scientists didn't just stumble upon this seismic signal by accident, they used an intricate network of ultra-precise instruments that have been quietly monitoring our celestial neighbor for decades. The Lunar Laser Ranging Experiment, which bounces laser beams off reflectors placed by Apollo astronauts, can measure the moon's distance to within millimeters and detect the slightest variations in its orbital behavior. Combined with advanced seismometers that are millions of times more sensitive than those used in the 1970s, researchers can now pick up vibrations so subtle they would be completely invisible to older detection methods. The breakthrough came when multiple detection systems simultaneously registered the same anomalous readings, creating a triangulated picture of activity deep within the lunar core. Modern gravitational wave detectors, originally designed to catch ripples in space-time from colliding black holes, were repurposed to monitor minute changes in the moon's gravitational field. These instruments work by measuring how the moon's gravity affects laser interferometry experiments, detecting variations so small they're measured in fractions of the width of a proton. What makes this detection even more remarkable is that scientists had to filter out countless sources of interference, from Earth's own seismic activity to solar radiation pressure, to isolate the genuine lunar signal. The data processing required supercomputers running for months, analyzing patterns in electromagnetic signatures and gravitational fluctuations that would have been impossible to detect just a generation ago. This technological marvel represents humanity's most sophisticated attempt to peer into the hidden depths of another world. The moon's hidden secrets. The moon is keeping secrets that would make conspiracy theorists weep with joy. Hidden beneath its familiar cratered surface lies a treasure trove of mysteries that have baffled scientists for generations, and this recent seismic activity might be the key that finally unlocks them all. For decades, researchers have puzzled over strange magnetic anomalies scattered across the lunar landscape, areas where compass needles would spin wildly if anyone were brave enough to take one there. These magnetic hotspots suggest that the moon once had a powerful global magnetic field, something that should be impossible for a world without an active core. Yet here we are discovering that the core might not be as dead as we thought. Even more perplexing are the lunar mascons, massive concentrations of dense material buried beneath the moon's surface that create gravitational anomalies strong enough to alter spacecraft orbits. These hidden masses are so large and mysterious that some scientists have wondered if they represent the remains of ancient asteroid impacts or something far more exotic. The moon's far side, forever hidden from Earth's view, harbors additional secrets, including a massive impact crater that's deeper than Mount Everest is tall and contains materials that don't match anything found elsewhere on the lunar surface. Perhaps most intriguingly, recent analysis of lunar samples has revealed the presence of water ice in permanently shadowed craters and unusual isotopic signatures that suggest the moon's formation was far more violent and complex than our current theories predict. This new seismic activity might finally provide the missing piece of the puzzle, revealing how all these lunar mysteries connect to form a picture of our satellite that's, honestly, stranger than science fiction. What this means for Earth. Earth might be about to experience changes that will make climate change look like a gentle breeze. The moon's newfound seismic activity could trigger a cascade of effects on our home planet that would fundamentally alter life as we know it, starting with the very rhythm that has governed Earth for billions of years. If the lunar core's behavior continues to shift, it could gradually change the moon's orbital distance and rotational dynamics, which would directly impact Earth's tidal patterns. We're not talking about slightly higher or lower tides, we're talking about potentially catastrophic changes that could flood coastal cities during high tide and leave harbors completely dry during low tide, disrupting marine ecosystems and global shipping routes simultaneously. The gravitational relationship between Earth and Moon is so precisely balanced that even minor changes in lunar mass distribution could cause our planet's rotational axis to wobble unpredictably. This wobble, known as axial precession, currently follows a stable 26,000-year cycle that helps maintain Earth's relatively stable climate patterns. If lunar core activity disrupts this delicate balance, we could see dramatic shifts in seasonal patterns, with some regions experiencing permanent winter while others face scorching heat that never ends. Perhaps most alarming is the potential impact on Earth's magnetic field, which depends partly on the gravitational interactions between our planet and its satellite. Any significant changes in the moon's internal magnetic properties could weaken Earth's protective magnetic shield, leaving us more vulnerable to deadly solar radiation and cosmic rays. This could affect everything from satellite communications to the health of astronauts and airline passengers, fundamentally changing how we live and work in our increasingly connected world. Future lunar missions. Humanity is about to return to the moon with technology that would make the Apollo astronauts think they've traveled to the future. The recent discovery of lunar core activity has accelerated space agencies' timelines for upcoming missions, transforming what were once routine scientific expeditions into urgent investigations that could determine the fate of Earth-Moon relations. NASA's Artemis program is now being retrofitted with advanced seismic monitoring equipment capable of drilling deeper into the lunar surface than ever before, while private companies like SpaceX are developing specialized rovers designed to establish permanent seismic monitoring stations across multiple lunar regions. These aren't your grandfather's moon missions. We're talking about deploying artificial intelligence systems that can analyze seismic data in real time and transmit findings back to Earth within seconds. The European Space Agency has fast-tracked their lunar drilling project, aiming to penetrate the moon's crust and install sensors directly into the mantle core boundary where the mysterious activity originates. China's Chang'e missions are being expanded to include a network of interconnected seismometers that will create the first comprehensive three-dimensional map of lunar internal activity. Perhaps most ambitious is the proposed International Lunar Observatory, a permanent research station that would monitor not just seismic activity but also magnetic field fluctuations and gravitational anomalies in real time. These missions represent humanity's most sophisticated attempt to understand what's happening inside our celestial companion before it's too late. The data they collect could either confirm our worst fears about lunar instability, or reveal that we're witnessing the birth of something entirely new in our solar system, a planetary resurrection that challenges everything we thought we knew about cosmic evolution. The bigger picture. We're witnessing the first chapter of a cosmic story that could redefine humanity's place in the universe. This lunar seismic activity isn't just about one moon orbiting one planet. It's potentially the opening act of a solar system-wide transformation that could reshape our understanding of planetary evolution, cosmic cycles, and the very nature of celestial mechanics. If the moon's core can spontaneously reactivate after billions of years of dormancy, it raises profound questions about whether similar processes might be occurring throughout our cosmic neighborhood. Mars, with its own mysterious core fluctuations, could be experiencing parallel changes that we haven't detected yet. The gas giant's moons from Europa to Titan might be undergoing internal transformations that could affect their potential for harboring life. This discovery forces us to confront the possibility that our solar system operates on timescales and cycles far beyond human comprehension, where planetary death might actually be a temporary state in much longer cosmic rhythms. The implications extend beyond our immediate celestial environment. If cores can reactivate, it suggests that exoplanets throughout the galaxy might follow similar patterns, fundamentally changing how we search for habitable worlds and assess the longevity of planetary systems. We might be living through a rare cosmic event that occurs once every few billion years, a universal planetary awakening that transforms entire star systems. The moon's seismic signal could be humanity's first glimpse into cosmic processes that dwarf our current understanding of time, space, and planetary behavior. We're not just observing a geological curiosity, we're potentially witnessing the universe revealing one of its deepest secrets about how worlds truly live, die, and are reborn. So there you have it. Michio Kaku's warning about the moon's core might be the most important space discovery of our lifetime. This seismic signal could be telling us that our understanding of planetary death and cosmic cycles is completely wrong. What do you think? Are we witnessing the beginning of a solar system transformation, or is there another explanation for this mysterious lunar activity? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I genuinely want to hear your theories. If this blew your mind like it did mine, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss Simply Science's latest discoveries. Until next time, keep questioning everything around you. Know that every time you breathe, you're inhaling atoms that were once inside the lungs of Julius Caesar, Einstein, and every person who ever lived. The human body completely replaces itself every 7 years, yet somehow you remain you. Same memories, same personality, same consciousness. Here's the mind-bending truth. You're literally not the same person you were a decade ago, down to the atomic level. But wait until you hear what scientists just discovered about consciousness itself. Do you know what happens to yourself during those 7 years of complete cellular replacement? The Large Hadron Collider Monster. Deep underground, stretching across the border between France and Switzerland, lies humanity's most ambitious and terrifying scientific achievement. The Large Hadron Collider isn't just big, it's monumentally massive, forming a perfect 27-kilometer ring that could swallow entire cities. This isn't your high school physics lab. We're talking about a machine so powerful it accelerates protons to 99.9999991% the speed of light before smashing them together with the force of two freight trains colliding head-on. The energy released in these collisions is so intense it recreates conditions that existed just moments after the Big Bang itself. Think about that for a second. Scientists are literally recreating the birth of the universe in an underground tunnel. The superconducting magnets alone are colder than outer space, chilled to -271°C using liquid helium. When this beast fires up, it consumes enough electricity to power a small country. The collision points generate temperatures 100,000 times hotter than the core of the sun. This is where the magic happens, where ordinary matter gets obliterated and the fundamental building blocks of reality reveal their deepest secrets. Every second, billions of particles are destroyed and created in an endless cycle of cosmic violence that pushes the boundaries of what's physically possible. The black hole theory bombshell. When theoretical physicists first suggested that CERN's particle collisions might actually spawn microscopic black holes, the scientific community didn't just raise eyebrows, they collectively held their breath. This wasn't some wild science fiction fantasy dreamed up by Hollywood writers. We're talking about legitimate Nobel Prize-winning scientists publishing peer-reviewed papers, claiming that when you slam protons together with enough raw energy, space-time itself might collapse into infinitesimally small gravitational monsters. These aren't the massive stellar black holes that devour entire solar systems. We're talking about quantum-scale vortexes smaller than a single atom, existing for less than a trillionth of a second. But here's the absolutely mind-bending part. Even though they're microscopic, they still possess the fundamental properties of their cosmic cousins. They warp space-time, bend light, and theoretically could interact with dimensions we can't even perceive. The mathematics behind this theory are so complex that only a handful of physicists on Earth truly understand the implications. What makes this even more incredible is that these micro-black holes wouldn't behave like anything we've ever observed in nature. They'd be born, live their entire existence, and die in a time span so brief that light itself couldn't travel the width of a proton. Yet in that impossibly short moment, they might unlock secrets about the fundamental structure of reality that have puzzled humanity for centuries. The Hawking radiation discovery. Back in 1974, Stephen Hawking made a discovery that left the entire scientific world speechless and fundamentally changed how we understand black holes forever. He proved that these cosmic monsters aren't actually black at all. They're slowly bleeding energy back into the universe through a process so counterintuitive it sounds like pure magic. Here's the mind-bending part. The smaller a black hole gets, the hotter it becomes and the faster it evaporates. It's like cosmic irony. The tiniest black holes burn the brightest before vanishing completely. Hawking realized that, at the quantum level, pairs of particles constantly pop into existence right at the edge of a black hole's event horizon. Normally these particle pairs would annihilate each other instantly, but the black hole's immense gravity tears them apart. One particle falls into the black hole while its partner escapes as radiation slowly stealing the black hole's mass and energy. This means every black hole in the universe is essentially a ticking time bomb destined to evaporate completely given enough time. For the microscopic black holes potentially created at CERN, this process happens almost instantaneously. They would disappear in less than 10 to the -23rd seconds, releasing their energy as a brilliant flash of Hawking radiation. This discovery didn't just explain how black holes die, it revealed that the universe has a built-in safety mechanism preventing these quantum monsters from growing out of control. The dimensional portal possibility. The most mind-blowing theory surrounding CERN's potential black hole creation isn't just about the holes themselves, it's about where they might lead. According to cutting-edge string theory, our universe isn't the flat, three-dimensional space we experience every day. Instead, we're living on a thin slice of reality floating in a vast ocean of hidden dimensions that exist parallel to our own. These extra dimensions are so tightly curled up that they're invisible to us, but they're there, influencing everything from the fundamental forces to the very fabric of space-time itself. When CERN smashes particles together with enough energy to potentially create micro-black holes, these quantum tunnels might actually punch temporary holes through the barriers separating our dimension from these hidden realms. This could explain one of physics' greatest mysteries, why gravity is trillions of times weaker than electromagnetic forces. The theory suggests that gravity isn't actually weak. It's just spreading its influence across multiple dimensions simultaneously, diluting its strength in our three-dimensional slice of reality. If micro-black holes at CERN really are acting as brief portals to these extra dimensions, then every collision isn't just creating and destroying matter, it's opening fleeting windows into parallel universes that exist mere millimeters away from us in directions we can't even comprehend. This means CERN might not just be studying particles, it could be humanity's first glimpse into the true multidimensional nature of existence itself. The safety panic that followed. When word leaked that CERN scientists were theoretically capable of creating microscopic black holes, the public reaction was nothing short of apocalyptic hysteria. Overnight, conspiracy theories flooded social media claiming that physicists were about to accidentally destroy Earth by creating an unstoppable gravitational monster that would devour the planet from the inside out. The panic reached such fever pitch that multiple lawsuits were filed in courts across Europe and America, with terrified citizens demanding immediate injunctions to halt the Large Hadron Collider's operations. News outlets sensationalized the story with headlines screaming about scientists playing God and the end of the world, hidden beneath Switzerland. Online forums exploded with amateur physicists and concerned parents sharing viral videos, explaining how a single microscopic black hole could theoretically grow by consuming surrounding matter until it swallowed the entire solar system. The fear wasn't entirely irrational. After all, we're talking about recreating one of the universe's most destructive phenomena in a laboratory setting. Protesters gathered outside CERN facilities holding signs reading, "Stop the Doomsday Machine," while petition websites crashed from millions of signatures demanding the project's cancellation. Religious groups declared it an affront to divine creation, while survivalists began stockpiling supplies for the impending apocalypse. The scientific community found themselves in the unprecedented position of having to calm global panic, while simultaneously pushing forward with experiments that could revolutionize our understanding of reality itself. The cosmic ray reality check. While panicked crowds demanded CERN's shutdown, physicists delivered the most elegant scientific smackdown in history by simply pointing upward at the sky. Every single second of every single day, our planet gets bombarded by cosmic rays, high-energy particles from deep space that crash into Earth's atmosphere with energies that make CERN's collisions look like gentle bumper cars at a carnival. These cosmic bullets have been pummeling our planet for over 4.5 billion years, generating particle collisions with energies thousands of times more powerful than anything the Large Hadron Collider could ever produce. If dangerous, Earth-devouring black holes were actually possible at these energy levels, our planet would have been consumed eons before the first dinosaur ever walked the Earth. The Moon, with no protective atmosphere, takes these cosmic ray hits directly on its surface, yet it's still hanging peacefully in our sky after billions of years of constant bombardment. Scientists calculated that cosmic rays create the equivalent of millions of CERN-level collisions in our atmosphere every single day, and we're all still here, completely unharmed. This cosmic ray argument became the ultimate reality check that silenced most critics. Nature has been running the exact same experiment CERN was proposing, but on a vastly larger scale for literally billions of years. The universe itself had already proven that these high-energy collisions were completely safe, making the doomsday fears seem almost comically overblown. The actual experimental results. When the Large Hadron Collider roared to life for its first high-energy collisions, the entire scientific world held its breath as detectors captured data from the most violent particle crashes in human history. What happened next wasn't the apocalyptic black hole scenario that terrified millions. No, it was something far more extraordinary. The collisions revealed a hidden universe of subatomic particles that had been theoretical fantasies for decades, suddenly becoming measurable reality. Scientists watched in awe as their detectors registered the creation and immediate decay of exotic particles with names like strange quarks, charm quarks, and bottom quarks. Building blocks of matter so fundamental they only exist for microseconds before transforming into other particles. The most groundbreaking discovery came in 2012 when they finally detected the Higgs boson, the so-called God particle that gives all other particles their mass. This wasn't just a scientific victory, it was confirmation that our mathematical models of the universe were actually correct. Each collision produced cascades of data showing how matter behaves at the most fundamental level, revealing that the universe operates according to principles so elegant and precise, they border on the miraculous. Instead of creating world-ending black holes, CERN was uncovering the deepest secrets of existence itself, proving that sometimes the most terrifying experiments lead to the most beautiful discoveries about the nature of reality.
The missing energy mystery.
The most spine-tingling discovery at CERN wasn't what scientists found, it was what they couldn't find. During certain high-energy particle collisions, detectors registered something that honestly should have been impossible according to our understanding of physics. Energy was disappearing without a trace. Not just small amounts but significant chunks of energy that should have been conserved according to the fundamental laws of the universe. Every collision should follow the ironclad rule that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, only transformed from one form to another. Yet here were collisions where the energy going in was measurably greater than the energy coming out, as if some invisible force was stealing it mid-collision. The missing energy wasn't random, it followed specific patterns that sent theoretical physicists into overdrive. The leading explanation is so mind-bending it sounds like science fiction. The energy is leaking into parallel dimensions through microscopic tears in space-time created during the most violent collisions. If this theory is correct, then CERN isn't just smashing particles together, it's accidentally punching holes between our universe and hidden dimensions that exist alongside our own reality. Each missing joule of energy could be proof that our three-dimensional world is just one layer of a vast multi-dimensional cosmos. This means every time energy vanishes at CERN, we might be witnessing the first direct evidence that parallel universes aren't just theoretical concepts, but actual places where our energy is escaping to through quantum tunnels we're only beginning to understand.
The future implications.
The potential ability to create and study quantum black holes at CERN represents far more than just another scientific achievement. It could be the key that unlocks technologies so advanced they would make our current civilization look, well, primitive by comparison. If scientists can reliably generate these microscopic gravitational anomalies, we're not just talking about understanding physics better, we're talking about harnessing the fundamental forces that govern reality itself. These quantum black holes could become the ultimate energy source, converting matter directly into pure energy with 100% efficiency, making nuclear power look like a candle compared to the sun. The implications for space travel are staggering. Imagine propulsion systems that manipulate space-time itself, allowing spacecraft to bend the fabric of reality and travel vast distances in impossibly short time frames. Even more mind-bending is the possibility of using controlled micro-black holes to access parallel dimensions, potentially opening doorways to alternate versions of our universe where the laws of physics might operate differently. The technology could revolutionize computing by creating quantum processors that operate across multiple dimensions simultaneously, solving problems that would take conventional computers millions of years to crack. We might even develop the ability to manipulate time itself, using the extreme gravitational fields of micro-black holes to create localized time dilation effects. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's the logical next step in human technological evolution, where we transition from merely observing the universe to actively reshaping it according to our will.
The ongoing research.
At this very moment, teams of physicists around the world are sifting through petabytes of collision data from CERN, searching for the telltale signatures of microscopic black holes that could rewrite our understanding of existence itself. Every single collision generates thousands of data points that must be meticulously analyzed by both human researchers and artificial intelligence systems designed specifically to detect anomalies that human eyes might miss. The search isn't random. Scientists know exactly what to look for: specific patterns of missing energy, unusual particle decay signatures, and gravitational effects that last for impossibly brief moments before vanishing completely. Advanced algorithms run 24/7, comparing actual collision results against theoretical predictions, flagging any events that deviate from expected outcomes. The most promising candidates undergo intense scrutiny, with teams of experts examining every microsecond of data to determine whether they've witnessed the birth and death of a quantum black hole. Recent upgrades to CERN's detection systems have increased sensitivity by orders of magnitude, allowing researchers to probe deeper into the quantum realm than ever before. Each new collision brings humanity closer to answering fundamental questions about the nature of reality, Are extra dimensions real? Can we create controlled tiers in space-time? Do parallel universes actually exist just beyond our perception? The answers to these questions aren't just academic curiosities, they could fundamentally transform our species' relationship with the cosmos and unlock technologies that seem impossible today. So there you have it. CERN might be creating microscopic black holes that could unlock the secrets of parallel dimensions and reshape our understanding of reality itself. The universe is far stranger and more incredible than we ever imagined. What's your take on this? Are we playing with forces beyond our control, or are we on the verge of the greatest scientific breakthrough in human history? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing your perspectives. If this blew your mind like it did mine, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest mind-bending science content. This is Simply Science, and I'll see you in the next video.